and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, and some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with a new Let's Play series on a Masquerade in the Woods. I had a few of you suggest this to me. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, this one is apparently pretty intense from what I've heard, so just general warning for y'all. It has, according to the game's page on itch.io, it's got scenes of self-harm, substance abuse, violence, and torture. So basically all the stuff that's in Echo. Echo was pretty bad. So, I am interested. It's like a mystery horror visual novel. And I'd love that. I love that. So, I don't think there's going to be much romance in this. So, this is going to be more of a niche appeal, I guess. But anyway, I'm here to serve, y'all. Let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? Alarm Chan, you are up. And let's dive into this crazy thing. Hopefully the music isn't too copyrighted, or copyrighted at all. Oh god. Oh god. No, I hate it already. Oh, I hate it already. All this music. His name's Eric. Short guy with a lion tattoo? He's as tall as I am. Yeah, that's what I said. Short. Oh, come on. I'm at least average. How'd you guys meet, anyway? We share English literary analysis. Well, shit. I'll be damned. What? My little tiny is finally growing up. I was already grown up, and you told me not, and I told you not to call me that. Even if he grows, oh. Jesus. Okay. Oh, come on, you said? I'm kidding, idiot. I don't give a fuck who you stick your dick in, or who sticks their dick in you, so long as you're getting some. Thanks, Miles. You've got such a way with words. I'm the goddamn Shakespeare of your time, Tiny. Just don't tell Mom, okay? Mine or yours? Mine. You know she's gonna find out eventually, right? I know, I just want to enjoy what I have a little longer. Better prepare yourself for the shit show that Fallout's gonna be. Yeah. Want the rest of my milkshake? Isn't it technically already mine if I paid for it? Just shut up and be grateful. God, what is wrong with him? Stop saying that. That's a terrible word. I'm proud... Jesus. I'm proud of you, bro. Okay, well... I know people who are close to each other can call each other little, like, really silly names. Like... One of my exes and I used to call each other terrible names all the time, but we did it, like, playfully. Be like, sup, suck whore, or sup gay boy. It was a little... I mean, if it's fine, do it. If it's fine with the person you're doing it with, then great. Like, yeah, like, words are words. Anyway, it hurts. God, it hurts. Everything is silent and calm and cold. Peaceful. This must be what death is like. Then in an instant, fire. Go! A burning sensation that crawls across my body like a firestorm. The pulsating ache moves like a shockwave from the center of my chest throughout every nerve in my body, as if punctured by 1,000 needles at once. I scream. I scream until my lungs are empty. The air is thick and breathing in feels like inhaling water. And then I'm falling. Man, we are not even that far into this, and it's already a damn roller coaster. I must have lost consciousness before I hit the ground, because when I wake up, all I feel is the gentle touch of cold water bombarding my body. Why is it raining in my room? I try shifting on the mattress in an attempt to avoid the leak that must have sprung in my ceiling. The mattress isn't usually this rough, is it? It only takes me a moment to realize I'm no longer in my room. I'm outside. Oh, shit. I open my eyes and I'm greeted by darkness. If I'm outside, I can't see any stars. I can still feel the rain, though, the small droplets hammering down on my skin, feeling oddly soothing to my aching limbs. Perhaps I'll just lay here for a bit. My eyes drift shut again. This feels sort of pleasant. But a thought in the back of my mind refuses to rest. No matter how nice the cool rain feels on my skin, I can't stay here. Where am I? My body feels heavy. Heavier than usual. 1 second, y'all. No water right now. Gatorade. Good for them electrolytes. Reluctantly, I mustered the strength to sit up, bringing a hand up to my pounding forehead. The pain is so severe that my vision blurs, and I suck in air through my gritted teeth. I close my eyes and breathe in deep through my nose to combat the dizziness. Miles away, Miles always said steady breathing was key to beating it. Something about not enough oxygen to go into the brain. Not sure if I trust his medical advice, though, especially after that time he poured salt on a cut I'd gotten. Shit hurt more than the actual cut. Yeah, tends to do that. I'm pulled from my reminiscing as the smell of wet wood and mud floods my nose. I'm in the forest. Once my eyes adjust to the darkness around me, I'm able to make out the outlines of trees. In the dark, the leafless branches almost resemble hands reaching towards me. But there's another scent mixed with the smell of wood, and it takes me a moment to place it. Is that ash? My train of thought is suddenly interrupted by my surroundings lighting up in a bright flash, followed by a thunderous crackling of lightning just a moment after. The light gives me a better look at my surroundings, and my naked body. Except it's not my body. I let my hand fall from my forehead and instead hold it up in front of my face, forcing my eyes to focus on it. Another flash crackles across the gloomy sky and my stomach drops. This is not my hand. It's not even a hand. The light fades just as quickly as it appeared, and I'm left staring at the outline of my limb in darkness. What is this? What's happening? I try standing up, but my legs give out almost immediately. A shockwave of pain shoots through my knees as they hit the ground. A yelp escapes my throat. I just want to go home. If I focus hard enough, I can almost feel the cheap mattress against my back. The blanket that's always too small for 2 people. You dried spit on my screen. You will not win this war. You will not win this war! Okay, there we go. And him. My eyes open back up. Another flash arches across the sky. This time I wish it hadn't. Out of the corner of my eye, I see something move beyond the trees. My head jerks in its direction. I hold my breath. The snapping of a twig not too far away forces my gaze to the left. A chilling feeling that I was alone in these woods suddenly feels desirable to the newfound alternative. Hello? My voice comes out hoarse and rough, like I've been punched in the throat. I swallow a few times and try again. Hello? Nothing but silence, or at least nothing that I can distinguish from the noise of the sky pouring down around me. Perhaps it was just some animal, just as scared of me as I am of it. Yeah, that's probably the case. But then again, I have no idea where I am, or what could be out there. What if it's a bear or a pack of wolves? Can't stay here. I begin crawling on my hands and knees, gripping at the wet dirt and roots, forcing myself forward across the forest floor. The muddy surface feels slick between my fingers as I struggle for a grip. Suddenly, the ground gives out beneath me. I yelp as I lose balance and begin tumbling down the hillside. I roll down the rough, slippery ground and practically feel each and every sharp rock and blunt root beneath me, beating my body into even more pain. Finally, I come to a stop as the ground levels back out, and I land face first in a deep puddle. For a moment, I contemplate simply staying here, face down in the cool water. After all, following that torturous fall, laying here and feeling the rainfall collect around my submerged face feels rather pleasant. Feels rather peaceful. The only sounds audible being the gentle tapping of rain on my newly discovered safety puddle. 1 second, y'all. Gatorade time. Plus, being underwater has always felt peaceful. To me, it always felt like leaving the world behind and entering a new one. One where I could leave all my worries and just forget everything for as long as I could hold my breath. My parents had taken me to a water park, and I had run off on my own. Dad and stepmom had retreated to the hot tubs while I went off exploring the water slides. One of the pools had a waterfall, and somehow I ended up under it. The pressure of the pouring water made it impossible for me to get away. I was stuck. At first I struggled, panic forcing my survival instincts to kick in, my mind racing and simultaneously stopping, the little voice in the back of my head screaming at me to do something. Get up! Get up! When that was unsuccessful, even my most primal instincts gave up. I was alone, and I had come to the conclusion that this was it. I was out of oxygen, and yet it was peaceful. The fear and panic had subsided, and I had come to terms with reality. I didn't want to die, yet letting go of everything and giving myself to fate was oddly comforting in a strange way. Of course, I survived. I was told later that once I'd stopped struggling, I had been pushed out of the way and floated back to the surface. It was the first time I got to ride in the back of an ambulance. There was a nice man there with a ponytail, so long it could have been a mane. He held my hand the entire way to the hospital. The only thing I remember him saying was, "It's okay, I'm here." Ever since, I've always found the embrace of the water comforting, like being held tight and feeling safe in someone's arms. Most people would probably find the experience traumatic and grow scared of it. For me, it was the opposite. It was a peaceful place in an otherwise chaotic world. The burning sensation in my lungs reminds me that it's time to leave this place behind and return to the present. It also makes me realize I'm not dreaming. I put my hands on either side of my head and pushed myself out of the puddle. I stopped for a moment to listen, looking around for any trace of whatever had made me run in the first place. After a couple seconds, I sigh. I'm alone. I pull my legs in under me, breathing deep and looking down at the puddle. Another flash of lightning illuminates the forest, and the dark water, which had previously resembled a puddle of ink, transforms to show my own reflection. Oh. No. No, this can't be real. I must be going insane. Right? What am I? I lift one of my hands out of the puddle to explore my newfound appearance. No, not hand. Clawed, fur-covered paw. I roll my fingers and turn it over, examining it. Skin-like pads cover the palm and tips of my fingers, where stubby claws protrude. Instinctively, my paw drifts to my face, feeling out my nose. I have whiskers. My paw moves upwards over my scalp, discovering my ears on top of my head. I circle the outside of my right ear, gently folding it and feeling its springiness. The fur atop my head seems longer than the rest. Continuing the exploration of my new body, I put my hand on my chest. Despite the thick coat of fur plastered to my torso, I feel my heart beating deep within my ribcage. I'm not dead. I try sitting back to explore my lower body, but end up sitting on something long and slick, which for some reason sends a jolt of pain up my spine. I instinctively reach behind my back and grab onto something soft and soggy. Tail! I have a tail! This has to be a dream. Some strange sort of lucid dream I can't break free from. Even if everything feels so real. In an attempt to wake myself from this strange fantasy, I cup my hands and splash my face with the rainwater from the puddle. I take a deep breath and slowly open my eyes once more. I'm still here. This is real. But if this is real, then I need to get home. I'm pulled from my thoughts when the puddle in front of me illuminates with a soft blue light. It's rhythmic, like 2 quick pulses before it falls back into blackness, before repeating. Looking up, I realize that the puddle is only reflecting the effect. The pulsing blue light seems to be coming from somewhere deeper in the forest. Oh, a furry rave in the forest, maybe? I make another attempt to stand, this one much more successful than the last. It still hurts, but after a second of wobbling, I find my balance. Slowly, I begin making my way towards the light. I stumble over roots and branches, my eyes set on the flashing in the distance. The fallen tree blocking my path gives me trouble. After some struggling, I force myself over it. I start noticing the ground becoming easier to traverse, and the trees around me growing more lush the further I walk. This part of the forest seems healthier than where I woke up. Bushes start cropping up in my path, and I can feel the wet grass underneath my feet. Having overcome the initial pain of walking upright, I pick up the pace. I think I hear sirens? The light isn't far away now. It almost looks like it's coming closer. But then it stops, and the world grows dark and quiet once more. I turn and look around, but the blue hue is gone. The thick blackness only lasts for a second, though, as a sharp white beam of light appears not too far away, accompanied by a set of footsteps. Oh, I am so worried. Hey! I cry out, waving my arms above my head to get their attention. Stumbling through some low vegetation, I make my way towards the light. I need help! I don't know where I... The light swivels in my direction, and I stop like a deer in headlights. My arm instinctively flies up to cover my eyes. I stay like that for a few seconds, awaiting a response, but it doesn't come. Instead, they stop. They step forward, towards me, the light growing larger and more intense. I try taking a step back, my foot lands on something soft, and whatever it is pulls me back down to the ground. It only takes me a second to realize I've tripped over my own damn tail. I yelp and try scrambling backwards, but that light makes me freeze again as I come face to face with it. They shout something, but I don't register what. All I can do is stare back at the intense rays and my retinas burn. They shout again, and this time I hear it. There's a rough, old, nasally male voice that strains from the volume at which he shouts. Who the fuck are you? With shaky breath, I stutter out a response. I'm sorry, I just want to go home. My ears ring and my head feels heavy, like it's full of liquid. Light seems to lessen in intensity. Oh, shit. Then everything goes quiet. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna pause it right there. This is pretty fucking creepy already. Oh, man. Oh, man, this is gonna be wild. Alright, anyway, y'all, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. Leave a super thanks or a tip if you can. It always helps. Until the next video, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.